Before this video begins, I just want to quickly state I'm sorry if I seem like a little bit down and unmotivated in this video. Stage 4 restrictions had just been extended when I filmed it, and I sat on it for a little bit because I wasn't really that happy with the video because I didn't film enough really, but I got to get content out for you guys because I know everyone's waiting to see what happens. So sorry, it's a bit of a thrown together video. I'm alright. I hope everyone else in Victoria who's still in stage 4 is doing alright as well. It's pretty rough, but hey, what can you do? Hopefully we'll be back out as soon as we can. There's some pretty good changes coming up with the Troopy soon when we're legally allowed to do it. So I've been working on a few things, but yeah, I just wanted to preface the video with that. I'm okay. I hope everyone else is doing alright. It's looking up, the cases are coming down, so we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they may even open up slightly earlier, depends what happens, but you know, I'm not hoping for anything crazy because we've learnt to not get our hopes up for things. So yeah, this is just a quick little video of me putting the handles in the drawers. They work really well, I'm super stoked. But anyway, here's the video. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the vlog. Today we are continuing with the drawers. Hopefully we'll be able to sort out the handles and stuff today. This is on the last one. The travel buddies now in, the air tanks in. These are the finished plates that I painted in the last one. Obviously I only did one side because only one side has to be done. And basically this is how it's going to work-ish. Plate on the front. These are the handles that we're using, so there's two bars that come out of it either side, which go through the sides and then go through the skin. So we're hoping we can make it work. The reason why we've got a plate on the front and we're not just using the timber is that I got these from work and they're designed for aluminium, not 18mm thick ply. The studs are not very long, and we can't change them out because it's all one piece. So we've got the plates, they'll go on the front. I think the plates will actually look pretty good. Cut a big hole in the drawers that you put so much time and effort into. And so we just cut the hole in it. I'm not going to touch it because it's all squared up. I'm just about to screw it down. I'm just going to put screws in the plate for now because I don't have the right bolts, but when I get the right bolts then put bolts on it because they'll be stronger for when it gets wrenched on, when it gets pulled out, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff in it, mainly that one. Alright, so we just bolted the handles on. Basically it's like a normal canopy, so we've got two rods that'll be connected here and here and go out each side. Got to get a hole in the right place, then cut the rods to the right length. These are the rods, so they're pretty solid, which is why I'm pretty confident it's going to hold it in because it's going to go through this and through the skin. It's looking good. We just put two screws in as temporary because we're going to have to take it off to drill the hole over there. Pushed it in, we're just marking the rods. Obviously with the setup like that, the rods, they will eventually over time wear away at the timber, so I've just found a bit of metal underneath the house and cut it up, grind it up. As you can see, it's very rusty. So I'm just going to paint that side black, and basically that'll go over the timber where the rods go through, so then the rods are actually hitting the metal and not just the timber, and that will stop it wearing away and make it a bit stronger. So far, it's all working out. Looks good with the plate. Alright, looks good with the plate. It's coming together. Alright, so I've just gone ahead and drilled all the holes in the plates, just getting them prepped for painting. But over here, Dad's actually finished this one up. He's cut the rods to length and everything. You can see the hole through, it doesn't go all the way through. Like that. And you actually cannot move the drawer at all, forward, back, or side to side, so there's no movement at all and still slides on the Teflon. These locks, they're actually a compression lock, so when it pulls it in, it actually pulls those rods tight and makes sure that it doesn't move. So you see when I pull this down, that little movement in the rod. Just make sure that it stays extra tight. Now I'm going to paint these. Dad's starting on the big drawer. Pretty stoked with how that turned out, aren't we? Yeah. Nice and tight, no movement. So there's no... I hate the sound of drawers that move side to side when you turn corners, so I'm pretty happy. Alright, so the drawers are done, finished. I just left this one out so I can show you what I've done. On here we've just chucked some metal plates over the holes so that when the drawer moves back and forth a little bit, or just in general, it'll vibrate. I'll show you here. If we had have left it just as it was, it would have worked. But it probably would have only worked for about a month, and then it would get looser and looser and looser, and then they'd be slamming around doing whatever they want, because this is only lightweight ply, so it's quite strong, but when you've got a metal bar that's going to move and vibrate a little bit, it's going to wear away at the timber. We've got the metal plates. It was a bit difficult to line them up because I couldn't really measure it, because when we drilled the holes, we had to adjust them just slightly so then it would fit. So it was a bit of a guessing game, educated guesses. Some of them are on an angle, but then it worked, so I just left it and you're not even going to see them. There is absolutely zero movement in them. In this big drawer, I wanted to test it out. So up there we've got my socket set, and here we've got this toolbox, which is, it's completely full of tools. I can't open it up whilst it's in there. It's very heavy. One of those old school ones that is just full of crap and a whole bunch of stuff and is heavy. So I wanted to see how easy it slides. So now obviously when it is past halfway and sitting up like that, if you just try to push it, it's going to be very difficult. You lift it up, push it, it actually slides easy. You can feel the weight, obviously, you know, you're going to feel the weight of any drawer, but that still slides pretty good, considering there's a fair bit of weight in that. There will be a bit more weight than that in there, but I'm pretty happy with that. And then we just bang. Yeah, as I said, these plates are super important, and they were a pain in the ass, and I never want to touch them because they're in the right spots. I never want to take them out. I'm even scared to do them up more in case they shift a little bit, I don't know. But it's working. If it does stop working a little bit, then I know what it is. Take them out, move the plates. But hopefully I don't have to do that. So let's chuck the other drawer in now and have a look at them side by side. So there we go, that's the outside look. I will be doing a whole bunch of dividers and everything on the inside of the drawers. This is nowhere near finished. As I said, it's got to get in a different mattress. I got to put a clear coat on all of this. Now I know I could put carpet, and carpet would probably look a little bit nicer. For me, this setup is all about the essentials, not making it overly fancy, simple, it works. And like, I know carpet doesn't weigh that much either, but it still is that little bit extra weight that I'm trying to avoid. About making this as simple as possible. I've already got the clear coat sorted. It's sitting on the bench over there. I just got to do it one weekend. I'm not going to clear coat the whole thing because that's stupid. I'm just going to clear coat the front section, the front of the drawers and all that, the stuff that could get wet if water comes in from the rain. If it gets wet from water coming in the sides, we've got other problems. So that's what's happening with that. I also, I'm not the best at upholstery, so I probably would stuff it up. This looks like it's done nice, but I managed to hide a lot of the janky things that I did to make it work. So I'm just gonna leave it as this, and there will be a clear coat put on it. Would I recommend doing these types of handles for drawers? Now, it's a maybe. It depends how skilled you are. I'm lucky that I've got my dad who is really good at everything here. The handles required a lot of accuracy in the construction of everything, because if it's like a little bit out, that's going to rattle, and there's no way you can fix that. So if you're confident that you can make it proper and get it done properly, these handles are great. So yeah, now what's left is kit out the inside of the drawers and load them up with stuff, I guess. So excited to be able to get out there and use this once lockdown is over. Stage 4 is nearly over, but who knows what that means, because they don't tell us anything till it's too late. This little fold out table, I've just got to get some rubber, because it is going to do that when you're driving. Just put some rubber on each side and it should be raw. But yeah, I guess that's going to do for today's video. I don't know how long it is, could be a bit short, but oh well. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I don't really know quite what I'm going to do next with this. This is kind of like how far I've got in my head. I've got other things planned for the car, but for this section, I don't really know where else to go. There's lots of bits and pieces. I just got to sort out what I want to do. Yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you guys there.
Cup of coffee on the car floor. What's more,